Hi everyone, thanks for watching the video this week. If you watch on a regular basis and you get my newsletter, you know many times, most of the time, there's a connection to the theme of the newsletter, sometimes even for the whole month there's a theme. But today, as I was getting ready to do this video, I was reflecting on my day, which I guess is a nugget in itself, reflecting on the day, and I've had a chance to meet with two people I love in my life today and two clients who I love in my life today. And so I've had a lot of chance to have deep conversations, and some nuggets have come up. I wanted to share two of them with you just because I'm mulling them over and thinking about, okay, how does this apply to me right now? I want you to think about how it applies to you, and it would be different for all of us. But I bet there's going to be a way that you can apply these. And guess what? They're no big earth-shattering thing. You've heard them before. You've heard them both many times. So the first one is, it's not all or nothing. So many times we think that we have to make this big leap and do this big thing, or we stay right where we are and we don't do anything. But there are a million shades of possibilities. So, for instance, if you're not going to quit your job and go into, interior mode, thinking, planning, sabbatical mode kind of thing, where you're just doing a lot of either soul searching or learning or something like that, it doesn't mean that you can't do some of that while you're still working with your job or your career or whatever it is. So many times we think it can only be one thing or the other. So it's not all or nothing. Where else could this apply in your life? Where else are you trying to be like, it's all or nothing, which is very rigid, right? It's a rigid stance. There may be times in our lives when the rigid stance is something that we require, and it is something that is real. However, many times the rigidity is not going to add joy to your life. So how could you have both and, right? We hear that a lot. That wasn't a nugget, by the way, but it just came up. And now it just started pouring rain here, which we've been getting a lot of. It's not all or nothing, okay? So that's one. And the other one, and there were so many today, but I just decided to pick two because I don't want to lose you on a long video. We don't have to know why something happened. And this one I struggled a lot with things that have happened. How did I contribute? How is it my fault? What did I do? What could I have done differently? What happened? What happened? What happened? I've lost so much time on asking what happened. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? Why? Now, most of you might know I have a very deep faith, so it does help me to not stay stuck on that for very long, but I can loop back into it many times, and years ago I was one of the best at it. Not something I want to be the best at. So letting go of having to know why and getting in the habit of just looking at what's happening right now, and what do I want to be true, and what can I do to move in that direction. It's so healthy and powerful. When we stay stuck on why did it happen, and whose fault is it, and how is it my fault, and I want to chastise myself, there's no joy in that. There's no moving forward in that. That's a stuck place. That's a moving backward place. So if you decide that it may be okay not to know why, not to ever know what happened and why it happened, and ask yourself, what do you want now, and what will you do to move forward toward that? This is your life we're talking about, so take it from me, along with the best of them. I have learned it's the only reason I can share this with you, and I'll continue to work on it. It's not like we just get better and don't do that kind of stuff anymore. We're human beings with emotions and thoughts. So two nuggets today with a little bonus nugget or two stuck in there as well. So I'd love to hear how these apply in your life right now. Take a few minutes and think about it. It's great. But really, next level, I challenge you, take out a notebook and pen and write this down. where am I being all or nothing in my life right now? Think of all the areas of your life. And where am I trying so hard to figure out what happened or why something happened that it's stopping me from moving forward? And what do I want right now? Instead, what would I like to be true, and what is the first step? What can I do to move toward that? Okay, so I hope that you will do this for yourself. And I look forward to hearing from you, of course, if you want to reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.